As Christians, we need to understand that we are in the time and season that we need to always seek the face of God. We need to always seek the face of God like never before, because we are in the end time. When we check around, you will find out that many things are happening. You don't need a prophet to tell you that we are in the end time, because when you check, you will find out that what many things are happening. The devil is trying by all means to see that what he makes many people fall down. He makes many to sin against God. And then you know that whenever we sin against God, God is not happy. And then when God is not happy, the devil is always happy. And then when God is happy, the devil is not always happy. That is why we need to be intentional about serving God, about doing what God wants us to do. So we are in the time and season that the devil knows that what his time is too short. That is why he's trying by all means to bring many people down. That is why as Christians we need to rise and engage in the place of prayer. We need to rise and keep on seeking the face of God like never before, because Jesus says something. He says what? Watch and pray so that you will not fall into temptation. So as we begin to watch and then pray, God's grace and the ability and the capacity not to fall will comes upon us. But when we are busy sleeping, we will find out that what so many things will come, and then it will make us to fall and sin against God. That is why Jesus was telling about the parables. While people are sleeping, the enemy came and he saw what? Seeds. Why? Because they are sleeping. If they are not sleeping, that enemy will not be able to what? Penetrate and then was sow that seed amidst them. But because they are sleeping, not awake and seeking the face of God, the enemy has the opportunity to come and plant unwanted plant. So as Christians, we need to understand that we need to rise and begin to engage in the place of prayer, so that no matter the plans of the enemy upon our life, destiny, and purpose, the plans will not come to pass, because we are always alert. We are always seeking the face of God. We are always prayerful, because we know what we are expected to do. So I want to encourage us as Christians, we need to rise up. Rise in the place of prayer. I don't know what is that thing that is making you to become weak when you want to pray. I don't know what is that thing that is making you not to be able to have time to pray. But I want to encourage us, we are in the time and season that we need to always engage in prayer 24/7. Don't play with prayer. Prayer is very paramount. Prayer is very important. When you neglect prayer, you are neglecting purpose. When you neglect prayer, you are neglecting your mandate. That is why we need to rise up and begin to pray like never before. One of the victory tools that God has given us to win victory, to be victorious in life, is through prayers. The devil knows that if we are prayerful, we become dangerous and we conquer him. That is why he's trying by all means to see that many Christians are not prayerful, so that he can be able to conquer so many Christians. But when we understand this and begin to engage in the place of prayer, we begin to see God at work. We begin to see God taking over, and then you begin to see yourself fulfilling purpose. So as Christians, we need to rise up. Don't allow the darkness to keep on increasing in your area. Don't allow the darkness to keep increasing in your country. We need to rise and begin to showcase this light of God in us. Because when we begin to show forth the light of God in us, every darkness will begin to run away. Every darkness will begin to flee away. Why? Because greater light is coming, and then is overshadowing the darkness that is around. So we need to showcase. Don't hide your light. Don't hide the light of God in your life. Keep showcasing, keep shining the light until we conquer the earth, until the whole world is being bright up by the light of God and not the darkness. Hallelujah. So keep on praying until something Hapana.